SwiftUI still doesn't have a real image picker, so I built one you can actually ship. I will show you a clean, production-ready UIViewControllerRepresentable that wraps UIImagePickerController the right way, with camera and photo library support, proper cancel and success callbacks, and no SwiftUI hacks. This is the exact image picker pattern I use in real client apps. Copy it, ship it, stop fighting SwiftUI. Recently, I've been thinking, what's actually missing from SwiftUI? And I know navigation is kind of cumbersome, and I covered that quite a lot on this channel, but there's one thing that actually is still missing from SwiftUI that we've had for years in UIKit, and that is access to the camera. So if a user wants to take a photo from their camera, not accessing the photos library, but actually taking a photo with their camera, that still cannot be done purely in SwiftUI. So today I'm going to build out that UIViewControllerRepresentable that is digging down to UIKit, so you can easily use the camera inside SwiftUI. It's going to be a two-part series. First, I'm going to just build this UIViewControllerRepresentable out, and on the next one, we're just going to make it even easier to use. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you get notified on that too. Okay, if you want me to build an app for your business, go ahead and check out the first link in the description. With that said, let's get into it. So I had, just a simple pick an image button. It's just toggling the is presented, and we want the image to be shown on our screen. So basically that's it. I have here two files, ImagePickerView, ImagePickerView modifier. We're going to take a look at the second one in the second part, ImagePickerView. So this is where we are going to build this out. We are going to go into UIKit so we can grab the functionality of presenting the camera. And while we do that, I'm going to make it really versatile, so the users might choose, or you as a developer might choose to use the photos library or the camera. Okay, so first of all, we want to import SwiftUI, and also let's import UIKit. Okay, that's quite important. Let me just have here a few more, a little bit more space. So we're going to have a struct called ImagePickerView. It's going to be of type UIViewControllerRepresentable, and that's right. And yeah, I'm just going to ignore these. I thought that it's just going to give me some good suggestions, but not for now. We need to be able to choose between those two sources, either photos library or a camera. So let's just create an enum for that source. And we're going to have two cases, case camera and case photos library. Okay, and we're going to create, basically use the UIPickerController, UIImagePickerController's source type, like we have right over here. Let's just call this UIKit instead, and let's just have this as UIImagePickerController.source type. We're going to switch through self. If it's camera, you're going to return camera. If it's photos library, we're going to return photos library. So yeah, AI is giving us good suggestions right over here. So now that we have this enum, we want to have that provided when we are going to use the image picker view. So source of type source. Yeah, it's trying to force us to have the make UIViewController and update UIViewController. Not just yet. We still need to add some more properties. Quick pause. If you run a business and want customers to come back more often, your own app is one of the most powerful loyalty tools you can own. I help cafes, gyms, salons, restaurants, and local businesses turn app into retention engines, automating follow-ups, strengthening relationships, and increasing revenue without adding extra work. Now, if you want an app that actually gives repeat customers, book a free strategy call at rebeloper.com/private call. So, first of all, allows editing. It's a Boolean. So, should it allow everything. UIImagePickerViewController does have this option. So the user, when they take an image or from the photos library or take a snapshot with the camera, they might be able to edit that image, and that's where allows editing comes into place. If we set it to false, they will not be allowed to edit. And finally, we want to be notified if the user canceled the image picking, or with also taking the camera image, or if there was a success. And where it was a success, we want to get back that UI image. Var on cancel. Void. I'm not going to give a default value for that. We're going to create a custom initializer, and then a var on success, UI image. Basically that's it. Okay, so also we want to make sure, another property that we want to add in here is that whenever we either cancel or we have a success value, we want to dismiss this image picker view. It's going to be presented as a full screen cover. By the way, we could just also set it up as a sheet, but anyway, it's a model. So we want to dismiss it. So for that, we are going to use the environment of dismiss, private var dismiss. So now it's time to create the make UI view controller. So make UI view controller with a context. It's going to be not some UI image view. It's going to be a UI image picker controller. Okay. Okay, that's that. We want to create a picker. So let picker equals UI image picker controller. Let me just see. I'm just going to add it in there. I think everything is okay. So source type. Well, let me just do this once more because it's just added the coordinate and all of that stuff. It's a little bit confusing to just add everything in there. So first of all, we want to have the delegate. So we're going to have a context. Let's just type it out. Picker.delegate equals context.coordinator. That's fine. And then we are going to say picker.allows editing equals allows editing. Okay. And then we want to either, what is this type? What's the source? So we are going to say let desired source equals our source dot UI kit. So I want to have that UI kit element. And we want to make sure that we can select. So if there's a camera, all of that stuff. So if UI image picker controller is source type available, desired source, we want to say picker dot source type equals desired source type. Otherwise, else, I just want to say picker dot source type equals photos library. So yeah. Okay, so let's add in the make UI view controller first, and then we're going to tackle the coordinators. So update UI view controller. It will be of type UI image picker controller with a context. And basically, we are not going to add anything in here. In this case, we don't really care. Okay, so next up, we want to create a coordinator. And of course, we're going to add in the function to make coordinator. But for now, let's just create our final class called coordinator. It will be of type NS object, yes. UI image picker controller delegate and UI image, well, not that one, but we actually want to have a UI navigation controller delegate. Now, this might be a mouthful if you don't really understand how UI kit works. Basically, we want to listen to the delegate methods from the image picker controller and the UI navigation controller. We do need UI navigation controller because we want to have the top bar at the top. So, the console button and all of that stuff. basically we are going to be alerted when something happens in the UI image picker controller. Okay, so now we want to actually move this allows editing on, cancel, on success, all of that into the coordinator. So we're going to have a custom initializer. So first the properties should be private. So private let on cancel, and that would be that one. Again, private let on success. Okay, that's fine. And then let's add also allows editing. So private var allows editing Boolean, and we are not going to set a default value. We are going to do that inside the initializer. So let me just see if Xcode added that correctly. Escaping UI image and the Boolean value. Yeah, that seems to be okay. So now it's time to handle the two delegate methods from UIImagePickerController delegate. So let's tackle the cancellation when the user taps on the cancel. So ImagePickerController did cancel, and we're just going to go on cancel on that. Okay, and then here comes the fun part. ImagePickerController did finish picking media with info. Okay, so right over here, we are getting back a picker, which at this point we don't really care about, and the info. Now, that info is holding, besides other information, the actual image. So this information might be the original image or the edited one. If we set allows editing, then we want to check the edited one. If not, then the original one. So let's just see first what key we want to grab from the info. So let key is of type UI image picker controller dot info key, and yeah, I think it's going into the right direction, but I'm just going to go allows editing. If it allows editing, then we are going to go for the edited image, otherwise for the original image. Okay, so now we want to make sure that we do have actually an image. So this if let is starting out okay. So if let image for that info key as UI image, on success, we are going to move that image with an on success, but this might fail, so we want to give default values. So we're just going to go info dot original image as UI image. There we go. And if that also fails, we're just going to just go on cancel. You can add in here some error handling if you choose to, but on cancel usually is best. You can just go ahead, and if you don't have any image on the on success, then you just handle that. Okay, so basically that's it for our coordinator. Now it's time to hook it up to the UIViewControllerRepresentable. And we're going to use the make coordinator function. And yeah, we're just going to go coordinator, and let's just use this one. On cancel. Now you could just pass along this on cancel and on success, but I actually want to do an extra step after we just pass along the on cancel, meaning I want to dismiss this image picker view. So we're just going to go on cancel, as you might expect, and also then I'm just going to call the dismiss environment. So we're just going to dismiss that model. It could be a sheet or a full screen cover. On success, we are going to have an image. We're just going to pass it along. So on success image, and then also dismiss as usual, and then allows editing. I'm just going to pass that along. Allows editing. So now our coordinator with the delegate methods is linked to our UIViewControllerRepresentable, which has its delegate set to the picker's delegate. Great. So now it's time to test it out. Let me just go back over here under the content view. And currently we just say is presented. So let's just add a full screen cover over here. Oh, is presented. Let's just say $ is presented. And then the content. Well, just go image, picker view, source. Let's just go for photos library. I'm just going to use the simulator right over here, and does not have camera, but feel free to just choose camera over here. And while we are here, with the photos library and camera, if you are choosing the camera, you want to make sure that in your info plist file, you just set privacy camera usage description and just add some sort of a description over there, take photos or something like that. Okay. So coming back over here, allows editing. Let's just have this set to true. Why not? And then on cancel, I'm just going to print out canceled. And then image, we're going to get back an image. I'm going to say self dot image equals image. So we're just going to put it into this state variable. Therefore, it's just going to present this on the view. So yeah, let's just test it out. That's all the code we need for today. In the next episode, I'm just going to create some sort of a view modifier that you can just use much easier than just adding this full screen cover. So go ahead and check that out. The second link in the description has the full playlist. Okay, so let's just pick an image. It just should show the photos library. There we go. Let's just pick one. This one, and then let's just scale it a little bit. This is because we can actually edit this. Let's choose it. There we go. We have our selected image. So it's that simple to create an image picker view. In the next video, I'm going to show you how you can create a custom view modifier that handles all of this mumbo jumbo, and it is going to show the user if they want to choose between the camera and the photos library. If you're interested in me building your custom app for your business, go ahead and check out the first link in the description.